Okay, this is day number 6 of the Purpose Driven Life book that we're going through. And this lesson is Life is a Temporary Assignment. This one, again, is one of those that didn't really want to go through and look at it that way. But again, it's reality, and it's unhealthy to not look at life that way, I think. So with this one, he starts off sharing Psalm number 39:4. And I'll read it from my Bible because I went even beyond that. And I think that this verse just keeps things in perspective, that life is short and it's just a temporary assignment. So here, if I switch over to, this is my life study Bible that I like to look at or read. Here saying, Lord, remind me how brief my time on earth will be. Remind me that the days are numbered and that my life is fleeing away. My life is no longer than the width of my hand. An entire lifetime is just a moment to you. Human existence is but a breath. And then Psalm 39:6 goes on, we are merely moving shadows, and all our busy rushing ends in nothing. We heap up wealth for someone else to spend. In this note section of this, like with my study Bible, I like to just kind of think about it, and then I'll go back through and look at the note section. So in here, it's saying life is short no matter how long we live. If there is something important we want to do, we must not put it off for a better day. Ask yourself, if I only had 6 months to live, what would I do? Tell someone that you love him or her. Deal with an undisciplined area of your life. Tell someone about Jesus. Because life is short, don't neglect what is truly important. Again, I think it speaks for itself. Let it speak to you and help you to ask yourself those questions. The next section on here is just saying the brevity of life is a theme throughout the books of Psalm, Proverbs, and Ecclesiastes. Jesus also spoke about it in Luke 12:20. It is ironic that people spend so much time securing their lives on earth, but take little or no thought about how they will spend eternity. David realized that amassing riches and busily accomplishing worldly tasks will make no difference in eternity. Few people understand that their only hope is in the Lord. And there's verses in Ecclesiastes 2:18 and James 4:14. My key takeaway from this lesson and these particular scriptures, again, just life is short. And here Rick Warren gives an example of being ambassadors in other countries. And I thought, wow. And, I can really relate to that because I am an expat living in another country. And what I realized as an expat, even other people in the expat community, we know that we're here on assignment. We know that we're not going to be here for a long time. So I think with that mindset, we form relationships a lot faster. We're a lot faster, I think, to experience things that we probably would say, oh, I'll do it someday if I was back at home. We tend to, like I said, meet up with people more frequently because we know that it's only an assignment. We may travel to other places because we know we are on assignment and we may not have the opportunity to do it again at another time. The sad part is, because we know we're on assignment, at the end of that assignment, people move on to other places. And it's hard to say goodbye to those friends because you're with them so often. But again, I can relate this on the spiritual side and people moving on to eternity. The good thing is, like, when the expat assignment ends, they're not moving on to eternity, but they're moving on to another assignment. But it can sometimes be as challenging to accept the fact that you're not going to be able to hang out with them like you used to. And you're not going to be able to, do the things that you were doing and spend the time that you spend with that person because they moved on to other places. But like I said, I use that as an analogy to help understand the bigger picture of life, not just as an expat assignment, but just that whole assignment analogy and understanding that we're not here forever. So we have to make the most of our time and do all that we can. And if it's, sharing Jesus with someone else, inviting them to your home, taking on the love, experiencing new things, just living the life that God has given you, I think that just energizes you. And I just think as an expat, when I travel to the different countries and we do our assignment, I don't run in fear like, oh, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Yeah, eventually I will. But for that moment, we're gonna make the most of it. We're gonna have those magical memories. We're gonna step out. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna encourage each other. We're gonna, deal with the hardship together. Sometimes we might want to scream and shout. We can't get what we want right away when we want it, but we know how to come together. We know how to encourage. Just a smile like, I hear you. I understand. Yes, I'm going through it too. Or yes. And I just think that helps so much in so many different ways. So just a key message, from this one, just remembering that life is an assignment and our time on earth is very short. So if you only have a short amount of time that that's available, challenge yourself to say, how can I make the most of this? How can I really just enjoy this gift that I have? It is a gift. People wish that they have the things that you have, which you may take for granted, but it's something that many people wish that they had available to them. So here, at the end of the chapter, this is where Rick goes on and gives us, where was it? Just his points to ponder that this world is not my home. Verse to remember. So we fix our eyes on what is seen, but no. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians 4:18. And then the question to consider, how should the fact that life on earth is a temporary assignment change the way I'm living right now? You answer that yourself. I'd love to have some more dialogue about it. Like I said, for me, with that particular question, I'm just, I have to stay in prayer that I'm able to keep the spirit alive when I don't have things my way, when setbacks come up, and just, focus on the gifts that I have available in front of me and really trying to live the life that I think that God is directing me in and helping me to hopefully help other people in other areas that I think they might be challenged in. And then we get into this iron sharpen iron. You help me, I help you. We go back and forth, not intentionally, but just sometimes happens that way when you're reaching out to help someone. So just get fired up, live it up. Enjoy the gifts that you have. Stir up the gifts if you haven't used them in a while. Challenge yourself to say, okay, I'm getting up. I'm about to move into a new level of living and begin to live the life that I feel that God has given me. I don't have forever. This assignment not forever. And things change. Circumstances change. But right now, I can do something with what I have. And I'm about to bring it on. Okay, so for my loved one that started me on this message of this Bible study session with the Rick Warren Purpose Driven Life book, I love you so much. You have so much greatness inside of you. You have a lot of skills. You're very nurturing. You're very comforting. Everyone loves you. Everyone like to gang up at your house, and you know that. There's so much more that God wants to do for you, but you have to just stay focused on Him and just speak that, that God, you are with me. Just say your prayers, say your affirmations, say your confirmation. Just, know that I am doing the right things. Only positive words come out of your mouth, okay? So stay strong. I can't say that I understand everything. I don't understand everything, but I can just try to encourage you as much as possible. Just stay strong, okay? Love you, and let's take care of our business. All right. Okay, till next time. Next message will be coming soon. Don't forget, we got to keep our bodies strong so we're able to do those assignments. So your exercise is coming up next. All right. Till next time. All right.